Welcome to DKM episode 21. Now, gentlemen, one thing about introverts that they have a big issue with is breaking the ice, getting to know, to talk to people, right? An idiot like myself doesn't have that issue because, well, I don't read all these social cues because I don't care about social cues. Who cares, man? Right? Forget about being a beta like
I
that.
don't even read them.
I can't read. So, I wanted to ask you guys this because I haven't asked any of you, but every time I talk to any one of my friends, I always ask them this. If you were put in an arena right now with the clothing and nothing else you have on, nothing else, just the clothing you have on you right now,
Okay.
you're put into this arena. How many animals can you take out on 1v1 fight? Specifically,
Depends on what sort of animals are we talking
okay,
about here.
okay. So, us being Floridians in school at an early age, they taught us
Fucking alligators.
how to run away from alligators, right? And
Yo, the Florida
I knew it.
puppies.
there you
I
go.
knew it was gonna be alligators.
Right. So, because, being Floridians, we know this. So, if you were in an arena, 1v1, and
Okay.
to put the conditions clear, the moment one of you, either your opponent or yourself, is incapacitated or dead, it reloads to the last save. And the last save is right before you fought, and you're just selecting the animal to fight, right? So, I feel like under those conditions, I can take on all snakes with medium to high difficulty, even the venomous ones, because, well, eventually, once you grab their neck and you twist it and you send them to Allah, right? They the battle's over and the venom doesn't have enough time to set, into your blood. So I feel like all venomous snakes are out the window, and then you'll have a little bit more difficulty against snakes who constrict and whatnot. So my question to you guys is, without only using your hands and the current knowledge you have now on how to fight an animal, what animals can and can you not take on?
Well, I definitely will not be able to take on a kangaroo.
No.
Yeah, I play Tekken. I know how those people could fight, including bears.
Wait, but here's the
Including
thing,
bears.
though.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
bears would be out of the question.
So
too.
here's a good argument for bears. All right, brown bears
Okay.
out of the question. Polar bears,
Black bears,
definitely. Okay, maybe. You see, that's the thing, though.
Look, if you're fighting a polar bear, you just give him a Coca-Cola bottle and
Then
you
you're
say,
right.
"Hey, here you go, homie. We're being friends."
Give him Coca-Cola.
It's a peace
Then
offering.
pull out your flamethrower and make fun of him for global warming.
Yeah, no, just burn the ice caps around them. He's just alone, stuck in the fucking
So okay,
water.
So yeah. So black bear, smaller in size. Obviously, it's not that big of a threat, but it's
no,
still a
they're
threat.
actually
It's
really
still a
small.
fucking bear, though.
It's still a bear.
They're
I'm not
pretty
saying
small.
it's
They're
not.
pretty small though. They're pretty small.
Right, depending on what part of the world these black bears are at, they're
Even
pretty.
in California, they're pretty small.
That's what I mean. So, do you think you can? Obviously, this is a black bear, and obviously, whoever's listening to this podcast is going to look at us like, look at these lanky, look at these lanky little kids.
We're gonna have frickin' Pete on our butt after this one.
Listen,
Don't
it's
worry,
just they
eventually
can't
we'll be
they
getting-
can't get on us for thought crime. All right, we're just thinking about hypotheticals here.
crime.
So okay, maybe I can see black bear, maybe like a high it's high difficulty fight. Like you'll have a chance.
Yeah.
The only problem is like what do you think would be your process to attacking the
Get on its back and snap its neck.
You mean that thick neck that it has?
That thick neck, turn its whole head and just
Can,
click.
can you even
all
like
my
wrap
force.
around it? Like I don't even think you
yeah.
can.
I think
yeah,
so.
they're a smaller bear.
Mm.
They're much smaller.
I don't know about
they're
twisting
probably, dude,
Maybe choking it out.
maybe, or even just pulling its head as far back as it can go until it pops.
Now, let me be real with you. This is on land. Now, in most
Okay, so wait, I want to know what the fuck this has to do with being an introvert. Like, hey, dude, listen, you want to talk to that
Oh.
girl? Go fight some
No.
fucking bears. Like,
I'm not talking
you
about.
already have
no,
the
okay.
icebreaker.
This is what it means for introvert. This is a great way for a guy to go talk to another guy and be like, "Hey, man, I got an honest question. Which animals do you think you could take on the 1v1 fight as you are right now?" It's a simple question, guys.
Hey, baby girl, let me hit you up real quick. You ever snapped a snake's neck before?
Wait, but it's not even about. No. You can't bring these up to women unless it's the right set woman, like right mindset of women, right?
But what if she challenges back to you? She'll be like, "Yeah, I fought 4 bears.
Listen,
What do you
it
follow
makes
that
sense.
up
Oh
with?"
my god!
I've in all the parties.
I was like,
brought
I didn't
this up-
plan this out.
Look, in all the parties and Gettys I brought this up in, all the guys were interested, and the girls were like, they didn't really care, and the guys were super interested. We would waste literal hours on like situations. Obviously, we came back to it. You know, we were on and off about it because like, do you think you could take on the walrus? Do you think you could take on like this? Like, I honestly think, personally, high difficulty, I could take on all birds except the emu and the ostrich. A falcon.
Wait, why the emu?
And what? Have you seen
Emu?
emus, dude?
There was a war about them, my guy. Like we fucking. There was
Well,
a
right.
then again, wait, hold up.
In Australia.
Yeah, but it was
Yeah, the emu war.
it was like two guys
What is
versus
this?
a bunch of emus, dude, and they wasted all their ammo. So I
And they
mean,
still lost.
Australian military against thousands of emu,
so that's what I mean. Like an ostrich is like,
and they won. They fucking
well,
won.
they didn't really win. It's more like two guys went to go around shooting all the emus they can. But the thing is, once they started shooting at emus, they would disperse because they were in crowds, and then they started dispersing. And with those thick legs they got, they just started running around like crazy. And then these Australians on their Jeep or whatever, they just kept missing, and they eventually just ran out of ammo. That's how they lost the emu war.
They just gave up.
Well,
They're like,
they still
ah,
lost.
throw in the towel.
It's an L. The emus didn't even know what they were doing. That's what I'm saying. Like,
They didn't even try.
I think us as Floridians, if you have the knowledge to take on an alligator, you can just get on its back and then do what you want. Because although it has a scaly skin, you know, you could attempt to flip it over and then, you know, do whatever you can with its soft belly if you can.
And give it a good old belly rub and just say, "You good boy, you good boy."
But yeah, that's a great. I don't know. It turns out to be a great icebreaker when it comes to like if you're introverted or not, just to break the ice amongst men. You know, you just want to.
Oh, okay.
You know, you just want to.
Well, what if the end goal was to steal all the guys from the girls? Like you could just be Mr. Steal Your
That's
Boy.
always the end goal. I don't know what game you're playing, but
It's always the end goal.
always the freaking end goal. I need you to understand. This is a topic that's actually fun because like it really puts you in a humble position because it, at least to me and all the people I brought it up with, like it really puts you in perspective like what you can and can't take on. Like I can take on a house cat. I can take on maybe a bobcat, but there's no way in hell I'm taking on a lion or a or
I have horrible PTSD from bobcat attacks in Red Dead Redemption. Those motherfuckers just appear. Like I don't know
That's
what
true.
the spawn rate is, but
Yeah.
I could be in the middle of tumbleweed and they could still kick my ass. I'm like, how the fuck? Like I'll probably walk through Blackwater. Dude probably just got
Wait.
out and got a fresh cut.
wait,
Instantly kills
those
me.
are cougars, I think, not bobcats.
Yeah, it was cougar. You're
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
You're right. Mountain lion.
So the like, at what range? Like when it comes to dogs, right? Or the canine breed or whatever, right?
No one wants to hurt a
Right,
dog.
but, like,
no, don't.
You go from dog to hyena to wolf. Like, at what point can you like where do you draw the line? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't want to talk about dogs. I like dogs.
All right, all right.
Like, no one likes to kill a
All right.
dog. You know what I'm saying? That's like, you know, you can kill as many people as you want in movies, but you kill a dog.
Listen, if the
you're a
dog is
horrible
trying to
person.
kill me, first, then obviously.
No, Kenny, don't say that. No, don't say that. Come on.
Is Daniel a dog simp? That's a shame. Don't get me wrong.
No,
I
no.
like dogs too, but this is
I love
hypothetical.
dogs.
This is a hypothetical where both of you are bloodlusted.
Right.
Both of you know that you need to do this, and you're just forced to do it. And that's what it is.
Yeah, I get you. I understand. If it was the absolute, we need to do this to survive, I get you.
So, I honestly think with most birds, I would have like a decent advantage. Obviously, in most of these situations, I have to be attacked first in order to do a proper counter. So, like if a bird's flying around and he attacks me, I have to take that shot, and then grab it whenever I can, and then just boom. At what point does a bird like really like can I take on a condor? Those things are huge, dude. So like
Yeah, they are. They're like fucking 4 foot wide.
it's like, can I take it on? I don't know. You know, like obviously
Like
geese
bald eagles are pretty big too.
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like a falcon can really come down and do a lot of force because of its speed. When
Bro,
it comes-
imagine a pelican.
The-
Those things are scary, man.
Yeah, like when you
Wait.
see them eat another bird, though, they just
Wait,
whoop.
can he,
A pelican.
pelican?
A
Wait,
pelican, man.
wait,
You know, they like the controller
wait.
brand.
Have you never like retaliated against one before? Because like one time it just, I guess I was in his territory or something out in the Key West, and he was just like, "What's up, dog?" And then I look at it, just slapped it in the face, and he just ran away, and I'm like, Get out of here.
Wasn't expecting that.
I love how people are afraid of geese. Like when the geese are, or just a random
chasing them?
single goose just start chasing them. Like, you know, they have a really, really long neck that you just grab, and then they're at your mercy. You can just look up at
It's like the Kermit the Frog meme with,
yeah,
with the
basically.
bush.
That's what I mean. Like, they're all, you know, they get all aggressive on you and whatever, but then, like, you grab their neck, and they're just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's, like, I think there's, like, for most birds, like, I don't think I could take on an ostrich, unless I can get on its back somehow and grab its neck, but that's really it. But, I don't know. There's got to be a line somewhere. I feel like if I had to take an alligator in water, I don't think I could win. And by water, I mean, like, I don't know, like maybe waist-high water. There's no way.
Waist-high?
There's no way. Like, do you guys think you could take on a dolphin in waist-high water?
No, he'd be attacking our shins. Like, I would have to start quickly drinking the water so that he would slow down.
And hope it's not salt.
You're gonna salt water, Kenny?
Dude, when I'm done drinking this thing, you're so fucked off.
Mind you, this is an arena.
You just take out the sippy straw, but it has a curl, so it takes
Mind
longer.
you, this is an arena, so, I mean, more to
You're going to be drinking for a while.
More to you,
and you're just going to be constantly getting pot shots in the shins.
But it's okay. Water heals them faster.
Nah. All right, so the fastest way to take down a dolphin, just rip off its dorsal fin.
But that's the thing, like,
Jesus
they're
fuck,
slippery, dude. They're slippery. So, like,
Slippery.
Like, if you grab onto them while they're underwater in their salt water, they're slippery. If you could grab onto them, cool. And then just, you know, just end its career, then I guess. But
End its career.
As a dolphin. As an arena dolphin.
I don't know.
Or-
Like,
You know, you can always just drown it.
yeah, that's true. But you gotta wait for like 10 minutes.
You get...
Okay.
It's like 10 minutes, dude. It's honestly like
you
10
just
minutes.
lay on top of it. Just lay on top of it.
I wonder about that.
You don't think it would, like, slip out, though?
That's what I'm wondering. I think it might slip out.
I don't know. I never...
That's what she said.
I think there'll be like some like animals that are like difficult to go around, even though you have the clear advantage, like a hedgehog. You know what I mean?
I love how like this is all we've been talking about.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you. You see,
We're already going to piss off a lot of pet fans already.
You see how-
I mean, some, like, emu owner is going to be like, dude, we can't support these people anymore, man. Like, we got to do emu
Bro, we're gonna lose
Award
like
number
all
2.
46 of our subscribers.
there
Like,
you go.
No, we tried so hard.
Look, this is how you start off a conversation. We're already more than 10 minutes into this conversation, and it is just an icebreaker.
Right.
It's an icebreaker conversation. I mean,
So do this, fellas, to steal your mans away from them girls.
it's not even that.
You guys know about the Evergreen cargo ship, right?
Hey, we finally have an explanation of an RPG where it says you can't go to an area because there's literally something blocking the way. Remember from Pokemon, the old man who fell on the ground and no one thought he's actually the Evergreen truck. And now everyone has to go completely around it.
So now in Flight Simulator, they put the Evergreen in the Suarez Canal.
They can't get away from it.
Hey, man. All I know is that it was a tight canal. I can't blame the captain of the ship. It was a tight canal, man. I'm just kidding.
Bro, all you need to do...
That's a lot of money that
all you
everyone's
need to do
losing,
is
dude.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of shit on there. Wasn't there supposed to be like PS5s and crap on there?
That's why they have low stock. God damn it. They just can't get a break.
Wait, so all we really need is 2 drunken rednecks with their Ford 150s or whatever, their Ram trucks, whatever, with their hitches
Hey man,
on
I
it.
just got a brand new Ram truck.
It
Shut
doesn't-
up.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like 90s. I'm talking about 90s. Like it's all junked up. But for some reason it's got more torque than the NASCAR, right? A NASCAR race car, dude. And it just all they gotta do is just one guy on one end, one guy on the other end. You just gotta pull and you just redirect it, and then that's it. You fix the Evergreen problem. You give Redneck enough liquor and just time, they'll solve anything, man. Anything.
And enough beer. And
That's what I
enough
mean.
beer.
You get them drunk enough, dude. But the question is, what kind of beer? Does it activate different parts of the brain if you give them, Budweiser compared to a Coors?
You know, that's a good question.
I don't know how to drink alcohol, so you guys gonna have to fill me in on
Well,
that
Kenny,
one.
since you have more experience with the white folks. You should know.
All right, so Kenny, have you ever drank moonshine and survived?
Wait, you haven't
I've
drank moonshine?
actually, I've had moonshine.
Moonshine's not that bad.
How was
It's
it?
actually good.
Oh yeah, so good.
Well,
it just feels like you're
After
your
it fucks up
entire,
your
like,
liver and shit.
Okay.
feels like everything inside your body is just burning.
Okay, to give for the audience to understand, I'm some sort of weird freak. For some whatever reason, I can handle more liquor than like 2 people. I don't get it. It's just there, and I don't get that burning feeling when you drink like hard liquor. I never get it. I never did. But like
She
moonshine's
doesn't
actually.
have a gag reflex. That's all it is.
Hey man, why you gotta put it out like that, man? It's supposed to be a secret between homies. Moonshine's good. You should try it.
Homie secret.
You guys see this photo?
Which photo?
This is in the game.
You talking smack?
Oh, I have to open up the thing. Yeah. Holy shit. Wow.
They actually.
Wow.
Like, how do you get this stuck? Honestly, I mean,
It's a straight line.
exactly.
I
What
wonder
if
if
the wind slightly blew just to the left a little bit that day?
What? Did someone just say, "Hey, dude, track me out. I'm gonna 360 this bitch."
360 no scope.
I think this. A
Shit.
lot of people are losing money because of this problem.
Yeah, they are.
Wait, is it still stuck though?
Yeah.
Yep.
Really?
It's still stuck.
It's been like a week, no?
It's been over a week.
Oh my goodness.
But look, this Microsoft. Oh, it's a mod. Oh, it's funny.
Oh, yeah. Well, for the audience who don't know what Kenny's talking about, apparently in Flight Simulator they modded the Evergreen boat getting stuck
Cargo
in the
ship.
canal.
Yeah,
so
the cargo ship.
the cargo ship, yeah. But yeah. So I guess aside from pissing off a lot of animal lovers out there, what else has been going on for you guys? Anything new going
Yeah,
on?
Kenny got a PS5. Didn't you hear?
Yeah,
Well,
Kenny did get
I
a
got it
PlayStation
today.
5.
Wait,
got
what?
it.
So wait, did you put 2 orders though? Didn't you order like 2 bundles? Did you cancel the other one? What
No,
happened?
so I ordered one. I got it as a bundle. It was like $40 over MSRP. I got a controller, PlayStation Now, the PS5, and the Ultimate Launch Edition of Spider-Man Miles Morales. And then
Dope.
I got a second one from PlayStation Direct, and I sent it to one of my buddies because he wanted
Oh,
me to
that's
get him
nice.
one. He said he's going to pay me back. So, and I also got a new truck. So,
Wasting money, man.
hey man,
all that
you know,
money.
I didn't put any money
I
down.
prefer-
I didn't put any money down.
Yeah.
Hey, Flanagan's. I support. I prefer the terms stimulating the shit out of the economy. I stimulate it so good as a
Bro.
capitalist.
Bro, I stimulated my stimulation.
You got your stimmies.
I got
I
it.
got
Yeah.
my stimmies and my taxes all at the same time.
Oh, that's right. We gotta. I forgot. I need to get my 1099. I keep
Well then.
applying for it, but it doesn't come out. I don't get it. Well, the thing about the PlayStation 5 and this whole what's this called?
Wait, first of all, before you continue on, it's been how many months since the PlayStation 5 come out, and I've only still been playing Demon Souls and Spider-Man.
Jesus, I just got Demon Souls like yesterday.
Wait, you weren't playing Ghost of Tsushima, dude?
I beat it already on the PlayStation 4 by the
No,
time.
but like
I,
the new content that came out.
Oh wait, I still haven't done it. I want to do it though. I've heard great things about it, but I haven't found anybody to play with. So
I'm ready to play that game, but
let me know. Like if you want to do the multiplayer, let me know.
I have-
Because
I
I
don't
heard
have
it's
PS
really really fun.
Plus.
I have it.
I'm
Oh.
gonna be game sharing with my buddy that's getting the PS5.
Game sharing is kind
Yeah,
of annoying
I-
on PlayStation compared to Xbox, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, because you have to So the way you download games off of the other account, you have to stay logged in until the game's done downloading.
No. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about sometimes, like with my previously when I had Modern Warfare back in 2019, and I game shared it. Sometimes in the middle of a game, or it would kick me, saying, "Hey, only the owner can play this game," even though I'm online, even though
Yep.
I'm the owner of the game, and my account is my primary PS4 is technically my friend's PS4, and
Yeah, that's the reason why.
it's still kicking me out. But I've never had this issue with Xbox, so it's random too. It's just like, hey, it's just gonna do
But I
its
never
thing.
had that issue when I was in the middle of a game and I was online. It would only be if like my power went out or not my
specific-
power, but my the Wi-Fi went out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like you're trying to connect online, but you can't because obviously,
You're off the
something's
internet.
wrong with your internet.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would sit there and I'd be like, oh, I can't play any of my games except for the ones that I have on disc.
That's why I want to get the PS5 for the PS5 disc, the one with the disc, because of that
Yeah.
reason, to keep playing games
It's just
offline.
the PS5. So you have the PS5 and then you have the digital edition.
Digital
Yeah,
edition.
which
Yeah.
honestly, like, even though it's cheaper, like, I don't think it's that worth, unless.
It's really not. I never, in my opinion, the whole digital only. I think it's.
I was
just
gonna
not a
get the
good idea.
digital one, but I
what?
ended up getting the physical one because they were always sold out with the digital.
Really?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
I like I said, like my PS5 right now is the main reason why I bought it. Well, aside from Demon Souls and Spider-Man, was the fact that it was a 4K Blu-ray player as well. Like, if it didn't have that, then I would
Oh,
have
you could have
less
just
of a
gotten
reason
an
to-
Xbox One X.
Yeah, but I would only use it as a Blu-ray player.
That's fine. It's a
Yeah, but I'd
4K
rather have
Blu-ray player.
Yeah, but I'd rather have something that can play 4K Blu-rays and games that I actually want
Game
to play.
Pass is really good
Yeah.
quality.
It's
for
great
the
on
money.
it's great on my PC too. So
You don't get all the games though
Really?
yeah,
Yeah.
What other games they got?
on console compared to
PC,
Game
yeah.
Pass.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, there's different. So like there's different.
Some games are not on,
on the PC,
but they're
version.
usually 1-to-1, so it's like it doesn't really matter in the grand
Wait,
scheme of
elaborate
things.
though. I didn't know this. This is news to me.
Yeah, so if you follow like Xbox on Instagram or on Twitter or anything
Twitter.
like that,
kinda don't.
they'll post photos.
Mhm.
It's like showing what the next games are coming out on Game Pass like real soon, and like pretty much it'll say console
It'll say,
PC or it'll say
yeah.
console or it'll say xCloud or it'll say
Oh.
like Android. So like
Yeah,
there's just different games that come out at different times on the platforms.
right.
Or they
Okay.
won't even come out on the PC platform. Like I remember what was it? What was one of the newest ones that came out for the Xbox on PC app that wasn't there before? I think it was Doom Eternal actually. Now that I think about it, and like there was a few Bethesda games that were just solely on the Xbox. You couldn't play it on PC through Game Pass.
All I know is
Right.
that. What was it? I think it was Xbox or Bethesda Twitter that says they're gonna have all the Fallout games in Game Pass, but no
Yeah, they
DLC, which is kind of like upsetting because DLCs,
Listen, they already got Morrowind and they already got Oblivion in Game Pass.
which is okay. Here's a question to you guys:
You Bethesda apologist.
do you think that Game Pass should also include DLC or no?
Yes.
Yes,
Especially for an old ass
absolutely.
game like that. What the fuck? I would have a harder time finding the vanilla copy of Fallout New Vegas than I can the Ultimate Edition. Like I'd be more impressed.
Right. So, I think maybe that's also part of the deal. At least with older games, that they don't want to include the DLCs, so they can still reckon
Because
their
they
money.
want, they still want to be able to sell it.
But that's the thing, though.
Of
Like
course.
these
But nobody's
DLCs,
gonna buy the DLC for a 20-year-old game almost.
Yeah, especially when the complete edition it costs as much or is less than buying the DLC individually.
way less.
Because the DLC
Yeah.
rarely goes on sale. DLC in general doesn't go on sale.
Yep.
It's a one-time price, so it makes sense for them to re-release the game with all the DLC.
Well, it's
as a
digitally.
complete package.
It's all digital. The DLCs at least.
True.
But that's
Yeah, but that's the thing though. Like DLC doesn't go on sale. Like it's
No.
usually a set price for a reason.
I mean, unless wait. On Steam it does. Usually on Steam and even on some parts. Oh wait, hold on. For old games, the old DLCs more than likely don't. But in my experience, I think GTA 4 DLCs on the 360.
Oh yeah, no. DLC does go on sale, just not as often as the base game. That's what I'm
I
getting
guess.
at.
Yeah, I guess I can see the. Okay, yeah, all right. I can see that, but I just, why would they even include DLC if everything you get is technically for a subscription-based fee and you get all the games you want, but the DLC is just extra content. But the thing is, there are some games where the DLC is just like, wow, you're not really playing the game unless you really play the DLC, like The Witcher 3. The Witcher 3 DLC is
I was
just-
about to say. That's a good question. What do you think is some really good DLC you guys played? I'm trying to think of some right
New
now.
Vegas.
I'm right now going New Vegas. Okay.
I think New Vegas is actually the
Infamous First Light was pretty good.
that's the standalone game, right?
Yeah, but it's still considered a DLC. It was the $20.
Right.
I like the
Right.
Halo 3 ODST.
Yeah, that's true.
The whole game was a DLC.
That's true.
It was supposed to be.
Dragon Age 1, that DLC was actually good.
I want to say Burial at Sea was pretty
I've never
good.
played it.
As much as I have a very negative look towards Bioshock Infinite, I will say that Burial at Sea, gameplay-wise, was pretty good, especially Episode 2. Like, Episode 1 was fairly short. I didn't feel like I got my money's worth, but by Episode 2, it was really, really good. Though I am not the biggest fan of what they did with the continuity of the game, and that's a whole other can of worms. But I enjoyed that game's DLC a lot. I just finished Spider-Man PS4 again, but this time on PlayStation 5, and I'm doing the DLC for that game right now.
Honestly, the DLC for that game is good, and it really helps with world building, especially at the very, very last DLC, which is a great way to send off the game in order to tease or to give you cliffhanger for what's to come for Spider-Man 2. Because at the end of the DLC, a lot of things happen. People tend to crack under pressure. People tend to change, and this was a good junction for Miles Morales because of the final cutscene, where throughout the DLC, well, spoiler alert first and foremost, at the end of Spider-Man.
Can you? Damn.
Whoa. Don't
Don't spoil it because
I haven't beaten it.
I'm going through the DLC.
No. I'm not going to spoil the DLC. All I know is at the end of the first Spider-Man game.
No.
Wait, hold up. I'm not going to spoil anything. Like, big. Trust me. At the end of the Spider-Man game.
Dude, no. I haven't even
Wait.
beat regular Spider-Man.
Something is revealed. Something is revealed.
Okay, very
To
vague.
someone. Then,
Okay.
this someone reciprocates that secret. I'm being vague here.
Yes.
Then in the DLC, these two people who now know each other's secrets talk about that secret, and at the very, very, very end, at the last DLC, they're like, cool, this is where we are with our secret, and it literally fades to black. It cuts to black, actually, and it's a great way to end off the City That Never Sleeps DLC. It's actually quite nice. You expect, like, oh, what are they going to do next with the next main game, because Miles Morales picks off after the DLC, kind of, and it's great. It's awesome that it's this is technically Miles Morales is like a fourth DLC, a fourth installment of the DLC.
I like to call it a half sequel.
Yeah.
It's not a full-fledged sequel, but it builds on top of the original game. That's why I was telling Kenny that, like, it's a good thing you did buy the Ultimate Edition, because I loved Miles Morales. It was great, and looking back on it, it is a very focused game, because one of my biggest gripes I had with Spider-Man PS4 was the Mary Jane and the Miles Morales, sneaking around stuff. It's not fun. I want to speed through it. It is not engaging. I don't care, right? So they cut that out in Miles Morales. It's basically just Miles walking around. It adds more to the game. Actually playing as Spider-Man, not Mary Jane.
So what do you guys think about all the Borderlands DLCs? Because I always feel like the content per value for Borderlands has always been really good.
I would if I ever got to any of the DLC for Borderlands.
Man, you never played any of it? Wow. Oh
I
my
played
gosh.
a decent amount of Borderlands 2, but then again, and Borderlands 1, but I never really got into them.
Yeah, Borderlands 2, like, even after their season pass was over, they came out with more stuff. Just like now with Borderlands 3, they came out with a second season pass because they're coming out with extra content.
Okay. I just pulled up a list here, the best DLC here, and one of the first ones was Bioshock 2's Minerva's Den. I actually didn't play this for the longest time. I remember back in the day, it was like a Games for Windows Live exclusive DLC.
Undead Nightmare, Red Dead Redemption.
You know what? I completely missed that one. I've seen a handful of the cutscenes.
That DLC was amazing, and one of the reasons why I liked the DLC was this racist dude in Armadillo.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh my god, I was not expecting that, and I was like,
that was hilarious.
I was like,
yeah,
that was crazy. But then you get all these the four horses of the apocalypse. It was crazy, and how you unlocked some of them, like I think it was War, when this horse is on fire, it allows you to just shred through zombies. It was an amazing DLC.
I think the reason why I like subconsciously ignored it was because it was during that booming 2010 zombies thing where like every game had a reference to zombies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I think that's probably why like I subconsciously forgot about it.
Fallout 4. I mean, Fallout 4.
But yeah, Minerva's Den. I actually didn't play that for the longest time because I remember the Steam version of BioShock 2 didn't include it. And you had to download games for Windows Live, which we pretend that thing never existed because that thing was awful. It was awful.
Hey, Kenny.
But I enjoyed it.
The Shivering
Islands. Yep.
Dude,
Yep.
the
That
Shivering
was
Isles is on
amazing.
Shivering Isles.
Yeah, from
That's,
Oblivion.
Oblivion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you guys don't understand. Blood and Wine, that DLC for Witcher 3, basically gave you another big... Like, if you ever played Witcher, the main Witcher 3 game, and then you play the DLC, you basically got another Witcher game on top of Witcher 3. It was for $15. It's crazy. It was stupid, and they did it, and holy crap, was it...
The Mad Lads got away with it.
They didn't get away with it. We got away with it.
Oh, right. Actually, the first one on the list here also says the Old Hunters from Bloodborne.
Yeah, I was also going to say that.
Oh man, I'm looking at this
was
list. It says Fallout 3 Broken Steel.
Fallout.
I have to agree with that one.
Fallout New Vegas, all their DLCs except one were phenomenal. Phenomenal. Bloodborne DLC, phenomenal. And then you get the Moonlight Greatsword, which is now it gave you the Moonlight Greatsword. That's
You were always there next to me the whole time.
I love that.
I like the track. I like the song too. That plays.
BioShock Infinite.
Yeah, that game exists.
No, but the DLC Burial at Sea.
That game did exist. Oh, somebody put on a list.
Like I said,
the Dragonborn DLC from Skyrim. Honestly, if I had to pick one from Skyrim, it'd probably be
Dawnguard.
No, what's the one where you go to the separate island?
Dragonborn.
Yeah, that is Dragonborn. Yeah, that's the one I like.
Eh.
I'm gonna try to keep expansion out of this. Oh, how about this? Yo, best DLC, Sonic and Knuckles.
Bro, best DLC.
Wait, but
frickin',
wait, it's not
Super
DLC.
Smash Bros. Fighters.
That's not DLC. You didn't download it.
Yeah, it
you
is.
didn't download it.
Huh? Yo, you have to buy a physical copy. See, Sega was thinking ahead, dude, and you did lock on technology.
So
Lock
the
on
Ballad of Gay
technology.
Tony honestly made GTA Online crazy, just crazy. Like you picked up automatic shotguns with explosive rounds, and it was chaotic. So in GTA 4, unlike GTA 5, anyone doesn't remember, you can only pick up armor, health, and weapons off the ground. If your car was in a beat up condition and was on fire, and you drove over a health pack, you and the car were instantly back to full health. But here's the thing, though: they gave you shotguns on the floor with automatic. It was automatic, drum mag, and explosive, and that was crazy. It killed anyone who had that. Was essentially a demigod, and it was annoying to play against, but it was so fun, dude. The GTA 4 Online was so great. So what? Huh?
Apparently, this was considered a DLC. New Super Luigi U.
Is it really considered DLC? Really?
Yeah,
that was an expansion.
I'm looking at this list and I'm seeing Old World Blues from.
That's the one. Old World
Fallout
Blues and the Lonesome Road was good.
All the lists I'm looking at is either Fallout, Oblivion, Skyrim.
Look, Borderlands right here. Borderlands 2.
I honestly think that
They just included all of them.
to be personally, when it comes to video games,
do we also
that I think Fallout New Vegas is one of the best games ever made. Period. Because of how much detail, attention to detail, Obsidian put into that game. It's crazy. Just the main game. How your actions can really, really affect the world, much like on Mass Effect, but in the Fallout universe, where if you compare it apples to apples when it comes to Fallout 3, it just blows it out of the water. And
I think the one thing that kind of caught my eye the most was that there's no karma system. It's all about how you have relations with other factions, and that makes way more sense. Just because you're a sweetheart in fucking Megaton doesn't mean everyone's gonna know you're a sweetheart in some other place. Yeah. So it makes sense. Like, if you do one thing, you're going to piss off another group of people. If you do one thing for someone else, you're going to probably piss off another group of people. I like that. It's
Sounds
more
like
about, like,
Fallout
okay...
for
Fallout 4.
Fallout.
Fallout 4's narrative and its quests and its can't just
It was really rushed.
honestly, I got so upset. Like the first half is cool, I guess, except the part where like once you saw your wife getting shot and then your baby gets taken, you could have. I think at any point you could have left the crowd chamber. Like maybe not. Yeah, I think at any point you could have left on your own, and then checked on your wife, or your husband, but you didn't. And then halfway you're just trying to figure out like, hey, let's work out with this. Let's work out what we got in our world. Let's build all these settlements back. But then the main villain, I guess, the end game was so trash with your son, with Sean. It was cringy, and I hated it, dude. It was so bad. At least with New Vegas, it had like everything led to the dam. Everything came to this key point, Hoover Dam. But in Fallout 4, like I enjoyed it because of the combat system, the building system. That was fun. I spent hours upon hours.
That's probably the most fun I had was just the settlement building. That was probably what I enjoyed.
But
most
You
of
know,
the
I'm
game.
not a big settlement builder. I don't like building like in games, even like No Man's Sky. I'm not that big on.
But didn't you play Minecraft?
Yeah,
King?
you-
Yes,
Don't
but
you like
Minecraft's meant for that. Like I just feel like
Minecraft.
those games. I feel like those games. It was more tacked on than it was like.
Oh, so you're not a big fan of the battle royale with the crafting systems?
No.
You're gonna piss off a lot of our
So,
fans.
another DLC that was really good. Undead Nightmare for Red Dead.
Yeah, we mentioned that.
Yeah, we talked.
I
Talked
hear
about
you
that. We
guys.
talked about
I
the
didn't hear
story,
you
Dude,
guys.
it was
I
great.
was like looking at this list.
It's a good DLC,
We were-
especially the multiplayer. Yeah, you got a couple little goodies in the multiplayer, but that was great. I liked it a lot. One DLC that I've always enjoyed was the Call of Duty Nazi zombie ones.
Oh yeah, Chronicles. I was gonna say Chronicles. Is
Just
pretty damn
zombies
good.
in general, dude. Like
Yeah,
that was
just the-
fun.
Yeah. Yep. Even like from the very beginning, like when I first got, what was it, Doris and Shinonuma, and Root.
I thought you
I'd
said
bring over,
Doritos.
and I'd bring it over to your house and we'd play on the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Back then.
The thing is
yeah, we would
also
we would
like
split screen it.
when we're talking about DLC, are we talking about DLC that you paid for or that's free that came like the developers are
Both.
just okay? Then like I think Warzone's a great DLC.
Well,
Oh,
I
if you
feel
wanna
like
get- if you want-
Warzone is more of a controversial sort of thing as a DLC than it is.
Well,
No, I don't want to count
like
that.
a-
I want to count like
like a
DLC you
game.
paid for, because usually DLC that's need to be paid for is, they need it to be paid because developers have to work towards it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I want to count like DLC that is mainly
I didn't even think
we
about
paid
this
for.
DLC. The Taken King from Destiny. That was like the revitalization of
Yeah, that really brought
Destiny.
hype to Destiny.
It really did. Like Taken King was one of the biggest anticipated.
I think it's
releases.
the biggest DLC period. Like it was their
for
most
them,
successful.
sales wise, everything. Yeah.
No.
Rise of Iron was kind of flat, and then I mean, Forsaken kind of brought a lot of people back, but
I don't know.
the
Destiny's
new
not really my cup
DLC
of tea.
it's kind of dropped off after that. Hey, look, time to make Danny happy. Sonic and Knuckles.
Yeah,
But that's physical.
that too,
though.
'cause
Like,
we're
I
locked
wouldn't
on
consider that DLC.
that's locked on technology.
It's just addition. It's not. I don't.
They split the game in half, and then later they invented a system to fuse the games, and now it's like the best Sonic game aside from Sonic Mania.
Yeah, 2D. Well, yeah, it's great. So much content, so much things to do. It was honestly like
Sonic
phenomenal.
Mania, yeah, that's a good game.
Yeah, but Sonic Mania doesn't have hyper.
And they brought back my boy Ray and Mighty, dude. They finally acknowledged
Yeah, who
them.
cares about Ray and Mighty? All I care
Yeah.
about is Chick the Bean, dude,
Chick the
Chick
Bean.
the Bean.
or Bean the
Mark
Chick.
the polar bear.
Oh, the polar bear.
You only appeared in like one game, Sonic the Fighters.
No, I thought he appeared in.
On Sonic Mania too.
No. What isn't he? Dang, where did I could have sworn he was in something else. You know what I mean? Dang it, dude.
No.
What was his name
is
again?
This game? Back for
Well-
Blood delayed until October 2021.
Wait. I think
Well,
I got the characters wrong. Holy crap.
It's Bark the Polar
Bark
Bear.
the polar bear, but wait. I'm trying to find the character. Bean the Dynamite? No.
Being the Dynamite. Yeah, that's
what
right.
It was. I messed up. I called him.
Because he's a reference of an older Sega game, arcade game.
I wonder if they're going to introduce Sonic's siblings from Sonic Underground.
Sonic Underground.
Hey, did you guys know anything about this game? Back for Blood.
Back for Blood.
Back for
what?
Blood. Sounds
Yeah,
familiar.
it's a zombie game.
No,
Oh yeah,
not really.
I heard about this.
Not really. When's it called?
Yeah, it's like a take of Left 4 Dead essentially.
Oh, I've
It's
seen
being-
the trailer for it because I saw the red door.
It's being pushed back. Oh yeah, I did see that picture. I saw the pictures.
I saw a
didn't-
trailer, then I saw like a red door, and I'm like, "What is this? Trying to be Left 4 Dead?" And then I saw the logo, and then I said the word 4. I mean the number 4, and I'm like, "Wow, way to go!"
Remember Evolve?
Bro, the biggest failure of gaming.
Remember Evolve?
That had-
Here,
Remember
let's
that,
shut
guys?
let's shut down the servers after a year of game.
Oh my god, I still never played
That
it.
pissed me
it's one
off
of those-
because like the game's online only, so whoever
Yep.
buys the game from GameStop now is fucked.
The game had potential.
Yep.
It had potential. It's just it was executed. It was.
I enjoyed the game. I don't understand why people didn't like it.
I'm not saying it wasn't enjoyable.
From what I
but it was nice.
From what I've understood, it was because of the gameplay loop and the ridiculous pricing of the game's cash shop. I
Okay,
heard
yeah,
that
it
was-
should have been like a $30 game.
And also
because
Dead by
there wasn't
Daylight's
much
better.
Content.
Dead by Daylight is way better.
Well, but
Yeah,
That's-
this is true,
No,
but that's a
no, it's
different
4v1. But in this case, instead of the people trying to kill the monster before it gets too big, the monster is trying to kill the people before they get out.
speaking about monsters, have you guys gonna give the new Monster Hunter game a try? I've been hearing a lot of good things about
Probably.
it lately.
Probably because my friends,
I'm not.
my friends
I'm
have
not.
it.
I'm not.
I'm
a big
hesitant,
Monster
'cause-
Hunter player.
I'm hesitant because my experience with the Monster Hunter franchise has only been Freedom on the PSP,
That was a
and
good
I
game.
remember loving that
That was
game.
a good game.
Loved it. I spent so many hours just swinging my big ass cock of a sword, just whapping dinosaurs all over,
You used
upright
the
and
great
center.
sword?
Of course, dude. It's the greatest feeling ever. Just launching that fucking.
The greatest sword.
I stopped using it because I got so upset when I would wind up an attack and then the enemy last frame just moves out the way.
Pretty much. That's like the most frustrating
like,
shit
nope.
ever. It was plus. That the move was plus.
It was so bad.
For my FGC fans, if I'm getting that terminology right. But yeah, I've been hearing a lot of good things about it, and I did give Monster Hunter World a try. I remember actually being at the launch day for the PS4 game. I was with a friend of mine at college, and I was bored. And I was like, "Hey, what are you doing after school?" And he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna go pick up Monster Hunter at GameStop." Like, all right, let's go. And I was interested, but I knew that it was gonna come to PC, and I was just gonna wait for the PC port. But I bought the game, and I remember the servers ran like shit, and those Japanese game developers don't understand how Steam works or something, and the game ran really bad for me at the time. I just couldn't get into it. I dropped it really quickly, but I've been hearing a lot of good things about Rise, and at least I know that a large group of my friends are playing it. So I'm debating on getting it. Plus, apparently, it runs really good on the Switch on using the Resident Evil 7 engine. Apparently.
I wonder if they're ever going to come out with Resident Evil 7 on the Switch like they said they were.
They did.
They
They did.
They did? I didn't.
It's
I
through a
don't-
streaming service.
I don't remember.
You have to stream the game.
Yeah, but it's stupid. Like, when are they going to come out with it natively?
They won't.
They
It's
should.
easier and cheaper and more money. Resident Evil 7 Switch. There you go. We barely played Resident Evil 7 on the Switch
Wait,
by streaming it. Yep. There you go. The cloud version, as they called
you
it.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
I still need to play Resident Evil 7. And
I
I'm
have
still waiting
not
for Big
played a
Booba Lady.
Resident Evil game. Period.
Really?
Yeah.
Not even
No,
4?
not even 4. The Legendary 4. That everyone played it on the GameCube apparently.
I love how this title for this IGN post is like, it's as good as your internet connection.
Yeah.
It's as good
pretty
as
much.
your
If you're-
internet connection. Jesus, I like that.
Well, I mean, think about it. If you're playing this on the Switch, and God forbid you're playing it in handheld mode, you're going to be streaming that shit over Wi-Fi, so I only can imagine how awful that must be.
You
Yeah,
know,
but you still would need to get the adapter in order to use LAN.
That's true. That's
The
also true.
Nintendo DS did a great job at playing party games with other people who had another DS, where one
That
person
didn't
just
have the game. Absolutely.
DS download play, baby.
didn't even have the game, and you could still play the game with other
Yep.
people.
Yep.
It was great,
Yeah,
especially with
Super
Mario Kart.
Party. Mario Party.
Dude, Mario Party DS was honestly, I think it's one of my top 3 or top
Their
5
mini games.
Mario
Their
Party
mini games were so freaking good.
creative as well, dude. I'm telling you,
I think I barely played that one and barely touched Mario Party.
what made
Advance.
it crazy is that in Mario Party DS, not only were the mini games phenomenal, the maps were great. Only one person needed to have the game. The more people who had it, it would load faster. But honestly, that game was superb, and it's honestly one of my top 5, if not top 3, Mario Party games because it is, it is phenomenal, dude. And
Mario Party 2 is my personal favorite because Mario could wear a cowboy hat.
I like Mario Party 2 a lot, but I think Mario Party 3 beats it just because of maps and its innovation. Oh, but it comes after 2, so I mean I guess it's not that fair to say. But personally, just because of me, I prefer Mario Party 4. I really played that.
I could get behind that. Yeah, Mario Party 4 is
It was
pretty dope.
amazing, and the campaign, dude, it was so good. I liked it. I liked it a lot. Even though the Bowser map was just brutal. I will say though that some of these party games, like the newer Mario Party games, it's just And
Hey man, that fucking Bowser card idea was the dumbest shit ever. I'm sorry, that immediately turned me off.
and how
I
unfair
was-
it is to the person who has the pad. I mean, how because they
Exactly.
just keep winning.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like, hey, roll the dice. Everybody moves with you. It's like, well, where's the sense of competition at that point? I never
Well,
liked that, and I was like immediately turned
It
off.
automatically became whoever's playing against the person who's using the pad.
Yeah, essentially. And the latest Mario Party,
It's
I don't
alright.
know, I'm
It's alright,
still-
but it's honestly like it feels like a Mario Party light. You know, it lets
yeah, like
small maps.
the boards are just really underwhelming, and it just feels like, you know,
Mm-hmm.
it's a better game, but it's not a completely better game. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice to like for short play, but that's really about it.
Right.
The one thing I will say about Super Mario Party is that the dices are very innovative to the point where you can like, hey, I need to only move 2 spaces, and I have this block that gives me this dice block that gives me that opportunity because I picked a character who has, I don't know, all 2s on their dice block. So it's kind of cool. So I think that's pretty awesome.
Okay.
One thing I will say about Mario in general is that they need to bring back Mario Strikers.
Yes, thank you. We fucking need a Mario
Yep.
Strikers game.
Yep,
We need
yep,
violence.
yep. Bro, we need.
I need my
Mario
edgy-
Strikers like for the Switch, Wii U, Wii Edition. You know,
You mean Charged?
dude, Charged was my favorite one.
Charge was dope. Charge was fucking dope.
Especially,
and that demon
like-
ass Bowser grabs that fucking ball and goes. "Nyoink."
Yeah, dude, just like the whole background turning one color and their eyes just being glowing
Turning
red.
glowing and shit.
Hell yeah, man! I freaking love that shit.
I love when you shove a toad towards the electric field and you just hear his vocal cords just get completely shit on.
So
But
One thing
Did
about
you
Mario
guys-
Strikers though was the most annoying out of everything was the items. They just come out of freaking nowhere and they mess up your gameplay.
yeah, this is true.
oh yeah,
Did
yeah,
you guys
especially
see
that
the
big ass
new,
red Koopa shell.
Koopa
the
shells,
new
or even the
Xbox
bombs.
controllers?
What happened?
You
You guys see the new Xbox controllers?
I've never been a big fan of getting these new Xbox controllers. I just stick to whatever comes with the packaging. I just
Oh yeah, I know, but there's some people that like them. Like they came out with a new digital, like a red camo one, and then like, you know how we have the shock red and the shock blue, or
it's
shock
like
red,
all
shock
red, all blue.
Yeah. Now they came out with like a highlighter yellow.
I just
A
don't know,
highlighter
dude.
green.
Like it's just
They called
aesthetics.
it Volt.
It's honestly
like
just
shock
aesthetics to me. Like I don't think it's just like necessary. I guess if you
Oh,
want
my
it, sure, more
favorite
power
is
to
being
you.
on Twitter, and it's saying PS5 better on the Xbox tweets.
I will say though, these companies that sell, what was it custom controllers where you can customize it how you want with whatever color scheme you want, and then with even like modded features like what is it, trigger pads on the back, so you can like never take your thumbs off the analog sticks because your
Elite Series 2 controller.
it has that. Yeah.
Do people still play with scuff controllers?
What's that?
Yeah, actually people do, but honestly, I think it's a downgrade from like first party options. Like they're wired controllers, and they're still charging you $200.
Really?
Because they added
like
a little bit of solder, cut out a hole in the back of the freaking controller.
Did
and
you just
added
say
a button.
solder?
Solder.
Solder, you illiterate monkey.
Solder. You're welcome.
I mean, I'm the technician, so I would know.
I don't care.
He's a certified
I'm a
tech.
certified
He
electronic
could be
tech.
he could be a certified tech for this dick. I don't care. I'm still calling it that.
You're just mad because I got
So
more
wait, he
smegma
knows
than
how to
you.
work that cock though. He knows how to
yeah.
work the dick, Kenny.
You just mad because I got more smegma than him.
Well, anyways, yeah, like I remember scuff controllers used to be a big controversy back then. Like they were arguing like whether or not it should be legal because it's adding buttons to a controller that doesn't have them.
And now, like,
I don't know if you could,
Xbox has embraced it. PlayStation's embraced
Yeah.
it.
now they did
But
now
now-
because they released official.
Yeah, but now there's these like it's like a little box that you connect via USB to your like
Feet.
to your controller, and your feet. And it's supposed to do like auto aim or rapid fire or stuff like that.
Well, that's cheating.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
that's-
considered cheating, but it's at a hardware level.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's essentially
Wait,
cheating.
so okay, so a lot of people play with this little claw grip, right? So they shoot with their middle fingers and they aim with their middle fingers. Their thumbs
that's
are on the
weird.
analog sticks, but then their index finger is free to move about the controller.
Basically, they hold it like
Yeah,
this.
that's what I'm saying.
essentially,
Right,
yeah.
so their index fingers on the D-pad, they're on the left side, and on the right side, it's their index finger on the buttons. And I've tried playing like that. I just need to have more practice using my
Comfortable.
my
It's
middle fingers.
uncomfortable.
It's not about comfortable. It's just I'm not used to it.
I can't imagine playing Spider-Man like this though.
No,
like,
for
just-
FPSs like that I can play, but I don't think it's Spider-Man.
Yeah, that's what I imagine that control grip. But I remember someone was saying that like he plays it like that for every game, and I just like to imagine, dude,
Bro.
do you need an extra challenge for Demon Souls? What the fuck do you need the D-pads that
I mean,
badly?
if you're used to it, I mean, why not? But all I know is that
Hey, yeah,
like,
I
it
guess you're
is
right.
an optimal way of playing, especially like for games like Smash Bros, where you're playing on the GameCube controller and you're playing Melee, using two fingers on your analog stick on the left one. You can do more minute movements, which if with enough training and enough practice, you can do so. So it's, I think Mewtwo King does it as well, but it's crazy. Like people play in certain ways to get advantages, and I think these kind of controllers with those little buttons in the back, like some people don't allow it in certain tournaments because you have an unfair advantage because you can afford it. So
Right.
they're
Oh, did you guys hear about Ghost of Tsushima, the movie? That's coming
Yes,
out
yes.
by freaking Chad Stahelski,
Who is he?
the freaking director from John Wick.
Oh, yes, I did hear about that. I'm totally down for that. I've been wanting like a good old fashioned samurai film for a while. I'm just really interested to see how they're gonna shorten the story of Tsushima
To a 2-hour
to
movie.
ice. Yeah, but I'm pretty sure it's possible. To be fair though, like the game's like act structure is very simple. Like when you literally get to every act, they literally tell you every goal from the beginning of the act.
Oh.
Like it says take over castle, and then you just do it. And then they'll say like, all right, this is how we're gonna do it. You gotta get support from these groups, and then these groups will help you take over the castle.
Nice.
Um,
I'm excited to play that game. We're being honest.
yeah, it's fucking dope. I definitely
Especially in
definitely.
4K 60.
It's good, buddy. It's so good. But yeah, pretty much. Anything else going on? Because I'm sorry, I just don't really have much to say aside from the Call of Duty apparently going back to World War II, which I completely slept on that.
Dude,
frame.
honestly, I personally, like I said before, I don't care about it. I'm probably not even gonna get the next Call of Duty. I haven't played Call of Duty at least in a month now, and I haven't had the itch to play it.
I've been playing it daily, dude. Just because my
I got
friends were
tired.
playing.
I got tired of getting upset at games. I've been enjoying video games more now that I've stopped playing Call of Duty than I have ever before.
That's
That
how
and
I feel playing
Destiny.
battle royale. That's how I feel about playing battle royales right now. Like
Oh,
every time I play battle royales, I just hate myself. I just be
well,
like, why did I play this?
I've been playing
Why
Apex and I've been enjoying Apex.
I
Like,
can't get back into Apex, man. My
Well,
fucking aim is garbage. I can't. I'm so used to like when I play like Warzone, for example. I don't like when you right click to aim and then you right click to unaim, right? I just shift so I could sprint,
wait, you
right?
have it as toggle?
But
You have your
huh?
aim as
Well, Apex has it as
oh,
toggle. Yeah, because you don't want to hold your mouse down while you're trying to aim because you're just gonna drag your mouse.
I
I like
guess.
to hold it down. I
Yeah,
like to hold
I'm
it
used
down.
to that.
No,
Yeah, that's what
no,
I'm
I
used
can't
to.
do that. To me, it's one click aim and
No,
another
that
click.
takes too much
to
time.
another.
That takes. Yep.
Too much time.
What are you
You're
talking-
adding
Yeah, you're adding more.
steps.
You're adding more time.
And
No, because I press sprint so I can move. I don't
Well,
have.
yeah,
you
if
don't-
you
don't-
sprint
okay, when you play-
afterwards, sure, you can undo it. But
yeah,
that's.
but Apex you can't do that. So I keep forgetting that, and I'll be like aiming and unaiming like five
I
times.
will say though is with both of you, it's the mentality you go into any video game because when I've been playing with my friends, like Modern Warfare for multiplayer, I was just playing it before I got on to record the podcast. I'm on it and I'm doing challenges for certain reticles for optics, and I'm done with them. But every time I get on game, I've never gone into like I have to win. I'm just doing my challenge. I don't care. And the entire time,
It's not
I'm on
just-
game chat having
it's
fun
not-
with my friends, and we're talking crap.
I guess it's true, but my thing is with like games like with Warzone and Kenny's watching me stream it. I deal with a lot of server problems, and nothing irks me more is that when you lose a game because a server fucked
Yeah.
you over, because you rubber band, you did this and that, the bullets came around the corner, you had no control, you're trying to run straight, but the game is like pushing you back and things like that's what gets me like mega tilted. That's what just puts me on like I just don't want to play this anymore because it's like I'm not having fun. So I try to break that cycle by playing other games. Like I got back into Final Fantasy 14. I start playing single player games like Spider-Man and shit like that because I think that if you're one track, and that's why I don't want to be I want to be a variety streamer because I can only imagine how crazy it would drive you to be constantly playing the same game over and over again, especially when it's driving you insane.
I get it, and I think like one thing I can't really get into is just Cold War multiplayer as much as I can with Modern Warfare, mainly because I'm mostly playing it single by myself, which is fine, I guess. But playing with friends is just a whole lot more enjoyable, especially when the mentality I'm just going into is just doing challenges. I'm not even trying to win, but even then, like just playing with friends in game chat, even though I don't like using game chat too much, just communicating with enemies and allies and just being a meme lord about it. It's great. Just saying dumb comments and stuff. It's fun. It's fun. I made a couple friends just doing that I added to a Discord server that we're just playing Modern Warfare nonstop because one day we were just playing Modern Warfare, hardcore, shoot the ship. We're on shoot house. They shoot one of my friends. My friend says, "Hey man, why'd you shoot me?" And then they started talking smack, and then out of nowhere they started popping off, and then we started complimenting him, and he joined our party, and then we just played for hours and hours and hours and hours, and then it just ended up in a new friend because all we did was just not take the game too seriously. We're just having fun. But I see what you
Yeah,
mean.
sometimes games like that are, it's just the community you play with. You can just enjoy playing with a group of people. Like I used to play TF2 all the time on a 24/7 T-Fort server. Literally, it was just because I liked the people in the server. Like it was the same people.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would get in the game, be like, "Hey, it's Pepper again. How's it going, buddy?" And it's like we would just shoot the shit, and like we wouldn't even be focusing in the game. We would just be playing in the background, but having conversations.
Yeah, TF2 is obviously a great what's that called? An outlier, I guess. It's a good example of how great a game could be, a multiplayer game could be, where you just gotta have fun. You could take it seriously, sure, but even when you take it seriously, it's still a fun game. It's super fun. It's still holding up to the test of time. It's nice. I really, really like TF2,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I don't think they're ever gonna update the game ever again. But
no,
No.
they won't.
imagine though.
No. Can you imagine? Yeah.
I want heavy. I want heavy buffs, dude. I love playing as heavy. Heavy's fun.
I wonder. Well, I get now you brought up TF2. Like what everyone's kind of keeping an eye out for Overwatch 2. Do you guys think that Overwatch 2 is gonna What do you think about Overwatch?
Overwatch?
Do you think it's going to be a game?
What's
I
Overwatch?
think it's going to be exactly what it sounds like. It's going to be a sequel to Overwatch. It's going to have updated graphics. It's going to contain the same characters plus new ones. And they might even add some sort of story to it, like side missions or something that you can do that are still kind of relatable as to multiplayer.
It's going to be
just
more
with
lore
bots.
focused.
Yeah.
There's a bigger focus on the co-op apparently.
What's Overwatch?
I was about to say that's a good question.
Look,
All right, so who here has played Overwatch, and what is your game amount of time you've played it?
less
out of
than an hour.
curiosity? Less than an
I've
hour. Okay,
played
Kenny.
I own it on like 2 or 3 different systems, so I played it for a decent amount, but I'm not gonna say it's my favorite game.
Okay, my thing with Overwatch was I played the open beta and I fell in love with it. I loved the beta. It was like the first shooter I remember playing. That was like, I'd get off the game and be like, I got to get back into playing it because it was that fun. Like I remember my cousin was visiting, like, dude, you have played Overwatch? It's really good. And I played the beta, and I remembered I just left a job at that point. I was going back to school, and I was really looking forward to just dedicating all my time to play Overwatch. And something about the game changed between the beta and the final release where I was just not having fun anymore. And I kind of stopped right when Oristana came out. And that's pretty much my exposure with Overwatch. I know that there's like this thing with Blizzard's how they want to manage a community. They got into queue times, which I like in both dislike in this. I think it's a solution to a problem. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know when was the last time you played Overwatch, but when you play Overwatch now, you queue into a game.
Yeah.
So if you pick a DPS class, the game queues you as a DPS class, and then later if you queue as a tank, you queue as a tank. It makes sense because one of the weirdest rules I remember hearing was you can't one-trick pony, as they called it, where you can't all play as McCree's because then everyone will get into trouble apparently. But it's like, well, if it's casual, then you should do whatever the fuck
That's
you
dumb.
want.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's the
It's
point of
fucking
like the
casual.
hero shooter. It's kind of the same thing with Apex, though. You know, you pick your one character, and those are the abilities you get, and nobody else can pick that same character.
Yeah, if they
Right,
lock it.
right.
Yeah, if they lock it like League of Legends, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's the way they do it.
No, but I mean, like, you
It's
can't
just
run 3 bloodhounds.
Well, it's so, you know, you don't see a whole team of like Black Ops 3 where everybody was running Ruin. And you have 17 different Ruins just running around the map, just all doing their gravity spikes, and you're just sitting there like, wait, which one's my teammate? Which one's me? Which one's them? Which one's which?
Doesn't matter.
Like-
It's grab spikes. You're just spamming it. Just spam it. Just do your thing, girl.
Yeah. Just,
All I'm saying
no,
is like
no
it's
judgment zone, buddy.
It's more jarring to the player when they see the exact same character 6 times in the same match.
Wait. Hold up.
6 different people.
Hold on now. You're gonna tell me, I get that the 6 same characters if they have their own
Yeah.
abilities, but if it's a skin and nothing but a skin on the game where it doesn't matter who you play as long as it's a skin, it's just there's no added bonuses. Like you can do super well with that. Like in Warzone, just picking the same.
Everyone's wearing
Like,
row skins.
no, not even row skins. I'm talking about like high fluorescent, high visibility skins where everyone can see you from a mile away, and you're just playing like that for the memes. Or like in what was it in Hardcore Shipment when it was out, Shipment 24/7. We would all be the same shirtless Russian dude just running around because why not? We could be. And then on the American side would be the Border Patrol skin, which is the cop outfit with
Yeah,
cowboy
we
hat.
did that together. We did that
Yeah,
together.
that's what I'm saying. It was great, and it's just for the memes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't add anything to the game because you don't have abilities. Characters don't have abilities in that game. You have field upgrades, but like,
Yeah.
I get that. Like in Warframe, you always don't want to have the same all 4 Warframes in one single mission unless like it's like you just need to survive and you pick Rhino, which is a tank, and all you need to do is just survive. So I guess that makes sense. But if a game penalizes you though, that's kind of eh. That's why.
Yeah, and eventually, I remember that at one point they said like you can't spam emotes apparently, and I was just like, wow, can you cater any more?
Toxic to the developers are toxic to their own community. Great.
Well, here's
Oh,
here's
yeah.
the
Oh,
thing.
well, this
Here's
is
the
Blizzard
thing.
we're talking about.
Like, and their community is really toxic.
Well, I mean,
Their
have you seen Call of
community
Duty?
for Overwatch? Well, it's a little worse because like they'll do like they're porn depictions of all their characters on top of that.
Well,
They
that's
just
I don't know
throw it
about
at
you,
the
but
okay.
that's
R34, Kenny.
that-
R34.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
If it
Just saying,
exists,
like-
What?
there's porn of it.
I know. That's true.
Don't threaten Overwatch players. They actually jerk off to the characters.
Just looking at the screen, just. Oh yeah.
So I guess that's where the sticky grenades come from.
Sticky.
All right.
man.
Well, I think we could go ahead and wrap. Like, after sex, we have the pillow talk. So
The
let's go ahead and
post-nut
wrap this up.
clarity pillow talk.
Post nut clarity.
You just
Dude, if you just want to hit Nirvana, just jerk off.
if you want to hit Nirvana, I'm gonna give myself a Kurt Cobain haircut.
If I want to hit Nirvana, I'll just shoot myself in the head with a shotgun. I don't
That's
know
what I meant by
what's
Kurt
wrong with
Cobain
you.
haircut, dude.
That's what he was talking about.
That's what I
Yeah.
meant.
All right. Let's go ahead and just wrap this up. You guys have anything else left to say before we go?
PS5 good. I enjoy. I'm also an Xbox player and Switch and PC, so no fanboy here.
He's
If you could see closely in Kenny's eyes, he's actually blinking torture.
he's crying right now. There's a gun pointing to his head. Good.
And Returnal looks good. I can't wait to fucking
Here. Yeah, say it. Now here, put on this maid outfit. Dirty slut.
Monkey.
Monkey. Oh yeah, that's another thing. They also made solid metal Joy-Cons. There's one more thing.
Oh,
to
really?
add To yeah.
Wait, I thought you were referencing Metal Gear Solid.
No,
What the
no.
Look
fuck?
at you,
Solid
always talking
metal
about MGS,
Joy-Cons.
dude. You and your MGS, dude.
Doesn't know when to
I
start.
thought you just read that wrong. Gear Solid Metal, you know what I'm saying?
You-
Like Snake Solid, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, just
Solid metal Switch.
Just go whack off to your Kojima R34, Daniel. We know you do.
I can't. You made it too subtle.
Or are you in a recovery process from an addiction? Oh, I'm sorry.
Anyway,
He's recovering from smegma.
Marcos, you have anything else left to say before we
Well,
go?
I honestly think I can take on most birds. To tell you the truth,
Most
most birds. I don't think I could take on an ostrich. Have you seen the?
I could probably fuck up a flamingo. You know
like
what
a
I'm saying?
flamingo? Yeah, like they're natives here. I'm gonna mess them up. But I
I don't know the last.
Let's just go play Cyberpunk and go break the screaming flamingos.
There you go. I just think I could take on most birds. I mean, it's gonna be high difficulty. At the start of our conversation, we're talking about this. I just think it's a nice, thing to come back to. Just
Yeah. But hey, here you go, girl. Here's my
the
number.
my butt will get kicked by an ostrich and a kangaroo, but I could take on a.
What's that? You got a dog? I could probably kick his ass.
I can take him. Oh, what a chihuahua! I'll take 20 of them, no problem.
Oh man. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right there. Thank you so much for listening to the DKM podcast with your boys Marcos, Kenny, and Daniel. Thank you so much for the new subscribers and followers. Make sure you guys can follow us on Twitter and YouTube and Spotify and Anchor, all that jazz. You know where to hear us. Have a good one, guys. Take care and be safe. See ya.